What is going on? What is happening? Salvador here with another video. And as you're well aware, I'm working for another company as a kids instructor, kids coach, assistant helper. You know, I've looked back at how many jobs I had, all the experiences. I've worked at over 10 jobs in different industries, like different type of work. So it's a very unique perspective of all the things I've learned, from servicing people to serving food to teaching, coaching, to being an assistant in a class. Working by myself in a warehouse type of an environment. And just all forms of working. And you know, there's one thing that I can tell you guys that might help you guys. I am 27. I am fairly young, but I've done a lot. I can confidently say I've relapsed over 30 times and got back on my feet. And now that I'm 124 days sober and still counting, because the last time I lasted about, I think it was 9-10 months, possibly 10 and a half. I haven't made it to the year. And I relapsed when I was in Mexico. And I'm not gonna blame Mexico for me wanting to have a drink. It's my fault for not having the resolve and the willpower to not drink. You don't have to have fun to drink. I get it. Everyone else is drinking. You're in a rancho, right? You want to have a good time. You're letting loose on vacation. But you don't need to drink. There's other ways you can you can live. And I've noticed one thing. Every time I feel the urge to drink, it's always because of boredom. And that's funny, because there is a guy named Wes Watson who actually inspired me the most to actually stay sober and not drink. The way he talks is what I need, on how I need to be talked to. The cursing, the harsh truth, the I don't want to hear this but I have to hear this type of message. That's what I resonate with. Do I talk like that to you guys in this audience? Not really. Maybe I should though. Maybe I should talk to you guys how I talk to myself almost every day. Even if that means I'll be censored to some degree. But then again, why do I care? There's far more worse things people have done publicly and admitted publicly that's much more shameful than me talking to you in a harsh truth manner. So yes, my videos are gonna be more about speaking to you how I speak to myself every single day. That gets me staying sober and inspired to not drink, not smoke, no corn, none of this bullshit that is sort of pushed in our eyes and in the media now as normal. All this shit that is pushed, that is normalized. How alcohol can give you a great time, but drink responsibly. Weed is better than pills, but it's still a drug. Or how you're just scrolling, at least as a man, and you see a lot of nudity shit, haram shit. Look, I'm not a haram police, okay? I don't care what you do with your life, but if you're a parent and you let kids watch this shit, knowing full well that social media pushes all this haram content on your feed, like, what kind of a parent are you? Why would you even let them on social media in the first place? Dude, I worked with kids for over 5 years, going to 6, and I just feel so bad for them on how life is gonna be. All they're gonna know is social media and scrolling and live streaming and Twitch streamers. They're not gonna know things like going outside and talking to people or playing with friends, tag like I used to. They're not even gonna be that safe to go outside by themselves. And it's just the way this world is going. It's moving too fast, and you gotta move with it. But I understand that. It's just there is certain things that gotta be banned. You know, certain things gotta be banned, and that's definitely haram content, because there is kids out there that have a phone for some reason that are able to see this stuff. It shouldn't be allowed. So my message is different. My message is just to inspire those who are addicts, who want to quit, can't, or seem to know how or where to start. And so I post every day in hopes that you join me in maybe posting about it, or at least not even video recording yourself, but you know, staying accountable with me. Not drink alcohol, especially tequila, all this shit. Next time you decide to drink, look at yourself in the mirror and then ask yourself, is this who I want to be? Is this all I want to do? Do I just care about fun, not purpose? Do I just care about being happy? Especially as a man, you care about being happy, bro?